get the SOMA Laboratory Lyra-8 because it's amazingly easy to use, and well, there are a ton of things that I like about it. This is 6 reasons why I love the Lyra-8. Number 6, it's so cool looking. The construction is super solid. It comes in great colors. I got it in green. It has super solid knobs that are also super cool looking, and they feel really great. The construction of the entire instrument feels super, super solid. I actually keep it under one of my desks so I can't see it because it's always calling out to me, like, come play me, but I have responsibilities. Number 5, the way that the whole thing works, it really reminds me of like blues guitar. I know that sounds strange, but like old school blues guitar where you would tune your guitar into like an open tuning and then play it with like one single finger or like a knife or something like that. So you tune it into a chord, and then you can kind of move that chord around and play around with that, or you can just play on one string and have the rest drone along with you. It's really pretty similar to that, and I just love that because it feels kind of like a folk instrument, even though it's the most modern thing ever. Number 4, for being so easy to play, it's amazingly easy to mangle your sound too and just get completely out of the box. You know, you've got this all these different feedback circuits, and the delay it can go really wild when you start modulating it. The LFO is just madness, and all the mod knobs. You know, you can turn the mod knobs all the way down and you have a super simple sound. And then as soon as you start turning those, they all affect each other, and it just goes crazy really quickly. So that's really cool and just super fun to jam with. You can end up in unexplored territory very quickly. All right, number 3. The Distortion has a wet-dry mix knob. Now, this one is huge for me. It kind of drives me crazy when a synth will come out and it doesn't have a wet-dry mix knob on the Distortion, because Distortion colors your sound so much. You know, like if you add some distortion, then even a little bit, it's like, okay, I can pick that out. I know where that's from. I know that if I'm using one of my sequential synths, I can pick out the sequential distortion like that. Or if I'm using my DoD death metal distortion pedal, you know, it adds a lot of character, and it kind of like obliterates the character of the rest of the synth to some extent. And it's really hard to add in just an extremely subtle amount of that, but having a wet-dry mix knob makes that a lot easier. So you can use a more reasonable amount of distortion and just mix in a little bit of it, you know? And this is a really classic audio engineering trick. I mean, I feel like every plugin on the planet has a wet-dry mix knob on it because this is the best way to do things. It's parallel processing. It's like parallel compression. It's just a way of adding a little bit of something to give it just like some special sauce rather than just like changing it completely. Number 2, the delay. The delay is so cool on this thing. It's got 2 different delay lines that always run at the same time, just mono. I do wish it was in stereo, but it's just in mono, and these delay lines are modulatable by either themselves or by your LFO. And the LFO is a little more complicated than a regular LFO. It's basically 2 LFOs in one. But you can do so much with this delay, and it has really great just like digital artifacts when you get into really high delay times, and a lot of modulation. It's awesome. I love it. And the effects on this thing are actually so good that they made a standalone Eurorack module for it. I don't have the module because I tend to just plug things into my Lyra-8, and I actually do that all the time because it sounds so good. And the number 1 reason that I love the Lyra-8 is just that it's so easy to play. I can't believe how easy this thing is to play. It's a perfect synth for beginners. It's so intimidating looking with all the like strange, I mean, it's got a ton of knobs on it. Everything works in a way that a more experienced synth user might be confused by. But I honestly think this thing is great for beginners because it has 8 different metal discs that you touch in order to play. So you tune them all, and then you have 8 different notes that you kind of stick to. And for a beginner or a non-keyboard player, I mean, that's huge because you can remember, all right, so like these 2 sound like pretty good all the time, and this one like brings some tension into the song, the thing that I'm playing. So I'll kind of stick on these and then like bring some tension in, and then stick on these and then bring some more tension in. And you know, it's so easy to build a really good tension and release cycle with this instrument, even as a beginner or a non-musician or just a non-keyboard player. I think that's huge, and that's my favorite thing about this synth. Or if you want to play something pentatonic, then you can tune it to be in the pentatonic scale. You got 8 different notes, you just pick 5 of them. All right, those will be my pentatonic scale, and then put a couple octaves in. If you like this video, then don't forget to hit that like button, and if you want more videos like it and you're not subscribed to my channel already, then feel free to subscribe. If you didn't like this video, then go ahead and hit that dislike button. And if there's something else that you want to talk about the Lyra-8, then just mention it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. I also have an affiliate link for the Lyra-8 in the description of this video because I genuinely love this synth. And if you use that link, then it does help support my channel.